What's up YouTube? It's Andrew or PreeminentDesignsHD, and today I'm going to be coming at you guys with my first After Effects tutorial. Now today in After Effects, I'll be showing you guys how to make a simple 2D intro. So guys, without further ado, let's just jump right into it and let's get started. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to open up After Effects and we're going to go to Composition, New Composition, and now we're going to name our composition name to Intro, and we're going to set our width to 1280 by 720. And our frame rate is going to be set to 29.97, and then we're going to name our duration to about 10 seconds. Now the reason for 10 seconds is we don't want too lengthy of an intro because it gets really boring after a while. So guys, after you guys have that, we're just going to click OK, and now is what we're going to do is we're going to go to Layer, New, Solid, and we'll just call this our background. And we're just going to make it about a black color. You guys don't have to use black. You guys can really use whatever color you want. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using black. And I'm just going to click OK. And now is what we're going to do is we're going to come up to Layer, New, and our Shape Layer. And we're going to come up to Fill. And I'm going to set mine to a nice white color. And we're just going to make a circle. And we're just going to position this circle to right about there. That looks pretty centered and pretty nice. It might be able to be moved up a tad bit. Right about there. Maybe over to the right. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make pretty much the hardest part of this tutorial, which is going to be we're going to have this circle be drawn out and then filled in. So that's what we're going to do is we're going to come up to Layer, New, and we're going to come down to Adjustment Layer. And then is what we're going to do is while we're selected on Adjustment Layer, we're going to kind of zoom in on this circle, and then we're going to bring out our pen tool. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to outline this circle. So we're just going to start at the top, and I'll go about 90 degrees, and I'll just make a nice little arc. Now this might take a couple tries depending on how good you guys are with the pen tool. I'm alright with it, so this might take me even a couple tries, and I've done this a million times. Alright, so after you guys have that first arc, you guys are going to come down here to this little circle, and you guys are going to get this little triangle, and you guys are just going to want to move that up to the square, and then just continue. So right about there, make another arc, and you guys are going to want to bring that circle back into the square, bring this back up here, right to there, and bring this circle back down to this square. And then you guys don't want to click on this. You guys are going to want to click right next to it, so right about there, and just make your last arc like so, and just bring that back, and then you guys want to click on that. Now if we make this shape layer invisible, now we have this basically red circle drawn out right here, and we're just going to go to our effects and presets, and you guys are just going to want to type in stroke. And then you guys are going to want to scroll down to generate, and on this stroke. Now I've used stroke quite a lot, so it's just going to pop right up for me. And we're just going to plop that right on our adjustment layer 2. And we're going to call this adjustment layer drawn. So we'll just rename this to drawn. And then our shape layer, we're going to actually call this our fill. And we already have our background. So while we're selected on drawn is what we're going to come up here is we're going to come up to brush size, and we're going to make it about a 4. Now as you guys see, after you guys click off of that, it'll fill this in with a basic white color like so. So now is what we want to do is we still want to click on drawn, and is what we're going to have it do is we're going to have it draw it out. So we're going to start at the start, and we're going to make that 100%. And now we're just going to keyframe that at the start. And now I want mine to draw in about 1 second, so we're just going to make that at 1, and then we're going to make the 100% go down to 0. So now is what we have is now we have our basic circle drawn out, and now is all we have to do is we have to fill it in. So to make it fill in, we're just going to come back up here, and we're going to make this visible layer, and we're going to have this fill in at 1 second. So we're going to go on our timeline and just type in 1 second. And we're going to come up here while we're selected on the fill to Effect, Transition, and Linear Wipe. Now I'm going to make mine come about mid left bottom to upper right corner. So I'm going to make this at about, we'll say 222 degrees. And then is where we're going to come up here is we're going to go to Transition Completion, and we're just going to make that at 100%. And we're just going to keyframe that at 0. And actually is what you guys can actually do is you guys can actually go to about 29 seconds in, like that, on your guys' timeline, and then keyframe it at 100. And now is what we're going to do is we're going to go to 129. So that's a second for it to fill in. And we're going to make that at 0, and then that'll keyframe itself. So now is what we have is we have it drawn, and then it fills like so. It looks pretty nice. So now is what we have is when it draws out and when it fills in, then is what we'll have come in at about the same time with the white fill is our name or logo or your abbreviation come in as well on the circle. So as what we want to do is we want to come up to our text tool, and I'm making this for a long-term client of mine. His name is TD Dubstep. His link is in the description, guys. He's an amazing dubstep promoter, so we're going to be making this for him for all of his songs and stuff. So we're just going to slap a TD right on the center of this this circle, and we're going to make it a little bit bigger, and we'll have it fill about that top portion, maybe even a little bit bigger. And we'll just bring that down to about right there. And then we're going to come back up here to our text tool, and we're just going to type in TD Dubstep. Alright, so we'll just click down here in TDUBSTEP. And we're just going to drag this up, and now we'll just fit this on the circle. So right about there is good. And now is what we want to do is we want to go to the TD first, and we're going to go to Effect, Transition, Linear Wipe. And now you guys are going to want to maintain the same degree, so we're just going to type in 222 degrees, just like the fill. And we're going to keyframe this at 0.29 seconds, just like the circle that we did. And we'll have that transition completion keyframed right there. And then we'll just add a second to that. And we'll have the completion at 0% right there. And now we're just going to go back and we're going to do that same thing to the TD Dubstep itself. So we just click on TD Dubstep, go to Effect, Transition, Linear Wipe, make it at 222 degrees. And then we want to set the time right there at 100%. And then we'll just add another second to this one. So now they will all come in at the same time, like you guys will see right here. And it's a very clean, professional way to make an intro for yourself or even a promotional video. And this is a great start, just like my promo for my channel. So guys, this is a pretty nice, simple way to make a 2D promo or intro in After Effects, guys. So I hope you guys liked this. I hope you guys learned something new, guys. If you didn't, please leave me some feedback explaining what I could do better in the next tutorial for you guys. But until next time, guys, my name's Andrew, or PreeminentDesignsHD, where I make quality GFX for free, and I make your visions a reality.